they're all of those. Milo is a classic example. He's an amazing person. I mean, he's a contradiction. He's a walking contradiction. You can't pin that guy down, right? Like, what is he? Half Jewish, half English, gay,
Catholic,
provocateur, Catholic, who loves black guys and who appeals to American Republicans. It's like, what are you going to say about somebody like that? It's like he's a trickster figure, archetypally speaking, you know, and he's a provocateur and a comedian. And the funny thing about comedians, they're like jesters in the king's court. The jester was the only person who could tell the truth because he was beneath contempt. And that's the role that comedians and provocateurs play. They're poking and laughing and making fun. And, you know, Milo, Christ, he even dresses like a what do you call those, a harlequin. You know, he's a trickster, and trickster figures emerge in times of crisis, and they point out what no one wants to see, and they say things that no one will say. And you can say all the terrible things about him. He is a provocateur. He's an egomaniac. I don't think he's narcissistic, but because he has some real capacity for self-reflection. But and he's brave as can be. I mean. And he's unstoppable on his feet. He just amazes me. I've never seen anyone ever, I don't think, and I've met some pretty damn smart people, I've never seen anyone who can take on an onslaught of criticism and reverse it like he can. It's bloody amazing. But he is all those things you described. But, you know, the times call forth the speakers, and we've called forth Milo. And that, yeah, well, and that tells you what our times are.
So Milo's been on my show, and he's supposed to come again soon. He's exactly the things that Jordan said. At times, he has an ability to depart from truth. He was speaking it right. So, for example, when he says things like, "There is no such thing as lesbians," well, I appreciate his provocateur nature, but then it'd be nice to stay closer to the truth. But to the extent that he is getting a lot of young people engaged, probably more than Jordan and I could, you know, in our lifetimes. A lot of people are associating to him, and so his central message is truly important. So even if once in a while he makes a departure from truth, I'll grant him that, because his greater raison d'être is quite important. So I certainly support him.